Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome back to episode number 12 of my Borussia Dortmund Football Manager 2014 Let's Play. And I did go on a run of losing, after the Tottenham game. Well, you wouldn't actually know. I kind of thought I was going to take a break from it, so I went back to play some Manchester United, my big series, my best series so far in FM 2014. I played it a bit more. And that's something I do. When I lose, I go back to my good save with Manchester United, start winning some games, and it kind of gets me on a winning mood. With this, I was on a losing mood, so I didn't want to play it anymore. So I go to one of my better saves and dominate with my team for a few games and win a couple games. And there's something that happened in that. With Tottenham, all the goals, unluckily, all the 4 goals I conceded in the 2 legs were from set pieces. I go back to Manchester United, and I did concede a lot of corners and free kicks and that, but I did not concede from a set piece, even though there was a lot of situations in set pieces where I could have conceded, but my team were just up for it. They weren't conceding. And what I think that was is the team chemistry and really how happy the players are, and all mix that kind of thing. So I probably need to work on that side of the game. Sure, you can work on your training all you like in defending and whatever. I'm working on attacking now because I feel working on defending set pieces doesn't work, as you probably saw from the previous episode. But what I mean is that one thing that's really important that needs to be high, well, it is high, but it didn't seem to really make it affect the squad harmony. This is why I feel should be high. It is. The togetherness. I'm not sure what happened in the Tottenham game where we conceded a lot of goals from set pieces, but yeah, there must be something different from my Manchester United save to this one, where in defence, they clear the corner every single time and I don't concede. I'm really trying to get the team familiar. I'm trying to do everything I did in Manchester United in this one, so I don't keep conceding those kind of goals. So leave in your comments if there's a kind of thing of how happy your players are. Definitely morale will play a big part into that because our morale isn't good lately. Well, it's improved a bit now because we won the last game. We improved. And yeah, I don't think that's a coincidence at all. After losing that game against Tottenham, I went to Manchester United, played and won some games. And then I came back to Dortmund and then I won my first game in 6 games. So after losing 5 before this game. So it's like, yeah, I don't think that's a coincidence at all. Just changing my team talks, maybe players, opposition instructions, even though I let my assistant do it. But yeah, just a mix of those all different things together. And yeah, that's what I did to change the results around. And hopefully we can push on now. I'll do this match here at home against Wolfsburg and then maybe Bayern Munich next. And then maybe, I don't know, it really depends if it's going to be close. Might play on the final day or the lead up to the final day. I'm not really sure, but nonetheless, I'm sure I'll figure it out. So I did want to show you some transfers I am making. I'll try and... Well, this guy, a deal hasn't really gone through yet, but this guy looks like a really good prospect that one of my scouts found. If you go to information, he's labelled the next Solskjaer, so that's only going to mean good things for him. You can check his report as well. To become a star striker in this league, even though we got a couple good strikers coming through. I just have, like, the look of him is so good. Like, he looks really good, and he has nice hair as well. It looks pretty good, but anyway, yeah, he just looks like a good prospect more than anything. Should be able to get him for cheap because he just valued under 5k, so I'm going to try and get the deal for him, and of course, our central defenders is definitely a position we need to reinvest. Of course, we let go of one of our better players earlier this season. Through the transfers I showed you already, but I might as well just go through it again because that could be a big reason as well when we did in fact made the decision to sell Neven Subotic to Atletico. Yeah, that's a situation we made with him. So there's one guy I want to check the progress of actually, Jeremy Dadziak, who's on loan to Australian team in Sydney FC, is playing regularly. Looks okay, but we'll see how he develops anyway. And yeah, as I said, to replace Subotic, Emmanuel Mamana, he's definitely... I thought actually he was going to come in January because I bought him. Not like approached to sign or anything, so that was a bit interesting that happened. But nonetheless, he's still going to come through next season and should improve our defence for future seasons. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm always going to sign regions, but I want to sign some real good young players. Like actually real players that are young. It will be a mix of both, really. I always love regions, and also a deal has gone through, Philip McGrath, for 100k, Northern Ireland talent, can play centre mid or centre attacking mid, will suit in that role for me very well. He's got some good attributes, so another good young prospect coming into the team. Next up we signed for 275k, Robbie Vidmar from Domzale, who is nationality of Slovenia. He's from Slovenia, so he looks like a really good right back. Another just improving our defensive stocks because we do need players coming through. Piszczek's getting a bit older, and for me, Piszczek, he's got some good attributes, but doesn't seem amazing defensively. I don't know, but nonetheless, we'll check out more. We have made Marcelo Aguilar. He's a young goalkeeper. Again, I felt we need a good young keeper with Weidenfeller getting older, so hopefully he can come through and do well. You can see his report, 4-star. Anyone else? Vidra, Chenchura, and yeah, they're all those other players. I'm trying to make a move for a couple more regions, but we'll see if they go through or not. I like to do that off screen because there's just things I do to try and find. Because what I mean is basically they take a long time. I have to search really a lot, like 16-year-old, maybe search some specific attributes to find the good ones, and that's how you do it. No other things really that people might think if you cheat to find them or not. You just, I might do it in a video specifically, but for this video, I just want to move on and play this game to get through it reasonably quickly. And this is an important game in the Bundesliga because Bayern Munich is 5 points ahead, but we do have those game in hand. So if we win the rest of the game of the seasons, we'll win the title. So yeah, don't get misled by that. Technically, we could still be first if we win those extra games. But anyway, we still have to play Bayern Munich, but that game is at home. That game, it will probably decide the title more than anything, unless one of us drop points in other games. We should be winning this, really. I'll be expecting to win it at home after we're on good form now. I wouldn't be expecting... That's perfect, really. If we could, like the win from the last game, if that could put us on good form for the rest of the season to try and win the league, that would be fantastic. Obviously, getting knocked out of the first Champions League and then Europa League, we kind of got matched against hard teams. PSG and Barcelona in the Champions League group stage. Then we get drawn against Tottenham, a team that we probably expect to be in the final compared to the other teams in the Europa League. So, yeah, we get a pretty tough draw this season in all these competitions. Royce, that's all out of my mind now, pretty much. The previous game is where I recovered from that and got my form back up, my players better. Again, another way, a few different techniques to make my morale better, whether it be offering contracts and those kind of things. Because, when you have really bad morale, it affects your results. So I had to do everything in my power to improve the morale. Whether it be like just talking to your players in conversations from their profile, you know how you go talk to them, or offering a new contract. It just depends on the situation of the player. So that's, you got to do those techniques. If you want to improve the morale, have talked with them, give them a new contract, and that's the only other way aside from games to improve the morale. So there's my tips for you to improve your morale. There's a couple other ways, but I'm sure you can find them out. But anyway, let's say I'm pleased with that. I'm very pleased. Yeah, morale is a crucial thing. So you really got to always... That's another thing I probably have not done up until now. I haven't really been talking to my players. Maybe that's a mistake I have made. Maybe I have to regularly do that. Conversate with my players, make sure they're happy, and I'm giving them what they want, and just all of those kind of stuff that your players need to be dealt with as a manager. And here, we had a chance, but on the rebound from Schmaltz, it was straight at Beneglio, so that's his name. If you're struggling and in the same situations, poor morale, try and do that. That's what I did, and obviously results are starting to turn around now, and it'll probably set me in good stead for next season. I'll try and do the same and maybe not make the same mistakes of not really conversating with my players. Because if you think about it, in real life terms, you have to talk to your players and get to know them and everything. I think that's a really important aspect you would have to do in the game as well. That's just something I've always not done, especially with making videos, because I don't want to show that because it takes, I probably still won't show it, but it just takes a lot of time to do that to make sure everyone is happy in your team. But I don't know, Lewandowski is playing crap, and that's another reason why, honestly, because he's leaving to Bayern Munich, he probably doesn't even want to win. For me, so maybe it's bad even playing him. Hoffman's playing crap as well, so he'll come off for Aubameyang. This episode was basically highlighted of how to improve morale and really talking about morale and how it affects the team. So that's something you should always look to do. Check out your morale of your players. You got to look into it a bit more. You don't just see someone's playing bad and you just say they're crap like I did now. You have to try and prove that in ways. And That's what I'm going to try and do even more, and you'll be able to see maybe in the second season it could make a difference, and hopefully you'll notice the morale is very high. But the thing is, if you're winning games, the morale is going to be high anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So again, that's another thing that was probably with Manchester United. I was just always winning, so the morale was up anyway, so I didn't really need to go into that way with the players. So yeah, leave your thoughts on that as well. If you're not winning, like, what do you do? What do you do when you're in the situation of losing? What do you do to change a losing streak? That's what I mean. Me coming off that, and I'm looking, well, this game could completely change, but if they score. But right now, we're looking to get 2 wins in a row, coming back from losing those 5 games in a row. And it's all, look at the possession, but that's what I mean. Look how much we're dominating. So it's good in that way, but we definitely have to be careful and responsible defensively. Will they concede that lucky goal? And they do. Polak fine, and first goal of the season. Again, I'm not sure about anyone else, but I get so many players scoring their first goal of the season against me. You see there, like I was just saying, that was dominating possession, and then they just get a smash and grab goal. We'll just go attacking and try and change this up. Who knows? See, that's the thing. You can just change in a second like that, my mindset. Like, I have the 3 points, and then it's suddenly taken away from you from a smash and grab goal, like the only chance I have for the whole game. Penalty! Oh, mate. It's hard to react. Yeah, it's hard to react because, wow, bad reaction from that as well. Look at that, 68% possession. They only had minimal chances. We had double shots on target of theirs. They had no clear-cut chances. They only had 59 passing accuracy. Yeah, 59%, and we had 83. That's really the biggest showcase, really, more than anything. Our passing is good and 68 possession. That tells me, even though we didn't win this game here today, we're still going to be a force in the future. Like, my players getting used to the way I play. Even though the tactic is 100% fluid, it's still, your team still has to get used to playing a new way, even though it is like 100% fluid here. I do have a second one, but I don't know. And that's just for backup, unless it goes completely bad if I'm not playing the way. But I am playing the way I want. You can see that from the possession. Like, just because we concede a smash and grab goal doesn't mean the tactic is crap after having 68% possession. So, Gardner, thought he could have been good potential, but nonetheless, yeah. After that result, it is looking, the Bayern Munich play as well. No, they didn't play, so we could hope on them getting a draw as well. But yeah, we're probably going to at least come second, so that's going to be a good sign at least. We're going to secure that second position, and that's a good thing. Well, I'm not going to say we're always going to come second. There's some other top teams. I mean, this is what I like about the Bundesliga. There's probably about 10 teams or so that could finish in the top 6. Even from Gladbach, all these teams, like 12 teams probably. Really, even Stuttgart, they're not a bad team. Like, I think they're okay, but look, Gladbach, Hertha BSC, HSV, Wolfsburg, Freiburg, Nuremberg, Werder Bremen, Hoffenheim, Leverkusen, Schalke, then of course us, and then Bayern Munich. They're all teams that could probably finish around that top 6 position. So that's what I like about this league, and I feel I will always enjoy managing in this league, and probably with Dortmund, because I like Dortmund, but yeah, it's really challenging. It's really competitive, so that's what I'm going to like. And yeah, there probably is going to be results like this where I'm going to have the points. I probably should have scored more goals. We dominated. We really shouldn't concede that late goal, but that's the thing that happens in Football Manager. But at least we're back to playing well. We were dominating the game, 68% possession. So hopefully we can really push on 2 away games. This is really, it could either give us a slight chance of winning the title the next 2 games, with the game coming up against Bayern. If we don't win both of them, you think the chance is gone and we probably have to settle for second. But nonetheless, the next game is going to be a huge one, especially if I do win those 2. And this is the thing about Bayern Munich. Mandzukic, he's going to be basically injured for the next month or so. And he's been out for a period before that. So they're struggling to score. I'm not sure if that's reflected in their actual goals scored. Yeah, look at that. They are struggling to score. 48 goals compared to our 65 from 1 less game. So that's what I mean. Our attacking threat is way better than other team. Look at that. More goals, just far and beyond more goals than anyone else. That's what I mean with this tactic. If we can improve our defense with some new signings next season, because we did, I'm not surprised really. If we sold Subotic, we would start conceding some more. So that's what I'm going to look for next season. Maybe use the majority of my budget to sign really. Well, that's the thing. I got Vidic. I don't need to sign someone amazing. I'll go Vidic. So I really believe next season we'll have the chance. We've got some better defenders for next season, more backup in defence as well. But central defender, we play Hummels and Vidic as a partnership at the back. It will be really strong. He's definitely better than Socrates. A bit more better defending and mentally as well. So yeah, leave your thoughts with Vidic coming to the team and what we can do next season. But also remember, Lewandowski's leaving us, so we probably have to make a big money signing for the striker. But we do have some guys coming through like Ji Dong-won, but I don't like him. I'm not sure. Like, he came from Sunderland, and you can't sell him because he just joined. So I might send him out on loan because he's still young, so he could potentially grow a little bit more. Not too much more, but a little bit. We got other guys, another striker. Where are we? Can't even remember who it is. Yeah, Vidra. Sorry, I got mixed with those other players. Yeah, Vidra. He's got decent potential. What's his potential? 3.5 star. He could be a star in the league. But don't forget Werner. We signed him, so he's definitely a good player. And not to forget Luciano Vieto. So he's growing okay, but obviously I still want him to continue on and continue to grow as a player and all that good stuff. He could play midfield positions as well, like an AMC or a similar role to that. So we'll just see how it pans out. Leave your thoughts, what you think, everything that happened in this video, and everything I mentioned as well with the morale and what you do to improve results. How I played as well, 68% possession. I don't think you can really do better than that. So drop a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.